so question 16. Find the simple interest on 350 Ghana cedis for 4 years at 5% per annum. So don't forget our simple interest is giving us principal times 3 times the time all over 100. So this time around, what is our principal? Our principal is giving us 350 Ghana cedis. Our rate, which is R, is giving us 5%. Then our time is always in years. So our time is 4 years. So we just substitute it inside the formula to obtain our interest. So 350 times our rate 5 times the time 4 all over 100. This guy cancels that. 5 here 1 into 10, 2. 2 here 1 into 4, 2. So I have I being equal to 35 times 2. 35 times 2 will obtain 70 Ghana cedis. 70 Ghana cedis, which is option C for cat. Option C for cat. Let's proceed to question 17. All right, question 17. A straight line passes through the points P -5, -3, and Q -4, -7. We have to find the gradient of the line PQ. Now, don't forget the gradient of PQ is given as y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Right. So this time around, this is our our x1, y1, x2, y2. You can detach it, you still get the same answer. So y2 is -7 minus our y1 is -3. All over our x2 is -4 minus our x1 is -5. Right. So our m of PQ is equal to -7 plus 3 all over -4 plus 5. Now, -7 plus 3 we obtain -4 divided by, we have 1. So -4 divided by +1, we still get -4, which means that the line is decreasing. The line is decreasing. It's a downward slope. It's a downward slope. So the answer is option A for apple. Let's proceed to question 18. Question 18. Given that 1 kilometer equals 5/8 mile, which is 5/8 mile, what is 240 miles in kilometers? So 1 kilometer is equal to 5/8 mile. Then 240 miles is equal to, let's assume it to be x kilometers, right? So by cross product, we have, so we are using cross product. I have 1 multiplying 240 equals x times 5 out of 8. So now we can take our LCM to be 8, right? We can take our LCM to be 8. Then multiply through by our LCM. Number of times we have 1, then it's 2, right? Or what can we do? We can multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 5/8, right? We can multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 5/8, right? That one too will work. Reciprocal, which means that I get 8/5 times 240 is the same thing as 240 equals 8/5 times x times 5/8. So I'm multiplying those sides of the equation by the reciprocal of 5/8. This guy cancels, this guy cancels. So here, let's see, 5 will go into 240 how many times? Long division, 240. 5 24. 5, 4, we have 24. 5, we have 20. We subtract, we obtain 40. 5 into 40, 5, 8, 40. 8, 5, 40. We subtract. So 5 here, 1 into 240, we obtain the quotient to be 48. So we have 8 times 48 equals x, right? Now 8 times 48, let's see, 48 times 8. 8, 8, 64. 8, 4, 4, 8, 8, 4, then 2. 32 plus 6, we have 38. So we have 384. 384. So 384 kilometers. So 4 kilometers. So kilometers. So now 240 miles is equivalent to 384 kilometers, which is option C for cat. Option C for cat. Let's move on to question 19. All right, so John walks for 22 and a half minutes and runs for 7.5 minutes to school. What percentage of the total time does he spend walking? So this time around, let's see the total time. Okay, so we want the total time. Total time, which means we have to add 22 and a half plus 7 and a half. Right. So this time around, this guy, we can write it as 22 plus 7, then plus half plus half. Right. So 22 plus 7, we obtain 29. Plus half, we know that we get 1 whole. So 29 plus 1, we have 30. So our total time is 30 minutes. Let me add a unit of measurement. So 30 minutes. Now, this time around, we are asking what percentage of the total time does he spend working? Don't forget, when they ask you percentage, you just draw your line and you multiply by 100. Now, this one serves for numerator, this one serves for denominator. Now, what will be the numerator? Now, let me teach you one trick. What percentage of any quantity that comes after of that quantity will serve as a denominator? Again, any quantity that comes after of, that quantity will serve as the denominator. So it means that our denominator is the total time, which is 30 minutes. And the rest of the quantity will serve as the numerator. So it is spent walking. And walking is what? 7.5. Sorry. That's walking is 22.5 minutes. 22.5 minutes. Don't forget that this guy cancels that. So we have 22.5 divided by 30 times 100. 0 cancels with 7. Right. So we have 22.5 times 10. Yes, over 3. This one to be what? Over 1. Multiplication of fraction. 22.5 times 10 all over 3 times 1. Now don't forget, this one is a decimal fraction we are multiplying by 10. So the decimal point will shift to the right hand side. How many times? Irrespective to the number of zeros present. So how many zeros here? 1. So the decimal point will shift. 1. So I have 22.5 into 225, which is 1. So I get 225 divided by 3. We can do our own division. Don't forget that it's in percentage, right? So 3 out, 225 in. 3 we're going to 22 how many times? 26, 18. So we have this. We subtract, we obtain 3. Then we drop this guy. 3 we're going to 35 how many times? 3, 10, 30, 3, 11, 33. 3, 11, 33. Right. So we have. Alright, so let's see the division again. 3 out, 225. 3 going to 20 how many times? 7 times, right? So 7 times 3 you obtain 21. You subtract, you obtain 1, right? And 1, we add 5, drop out 5, making 15. 3 going to 15. 5 times. 5 times 3 you obtain 15. You subtract. So now we have our answer to be 75%. So 75%, which is option D. Option D for dog. Option D for dog. So let's move on to our last question, which is question 20. All right, question 20. Kobe is 5 years older than his brother. If Kobe is 13 years old, how old is his brother? Older, which means more than. Okay, so you can say that. You can use let Kobe's age. Kobe's age equals what? K, right? Then we let his brother, so we can use brother's age equals capital B. Okay, but this time around in our question, they've given us that Kobe is 13 years old. So which is 13. Okay, so you don't forget. Relax when you see a question like this, just relax and solve it. Very simple. So Kobe S. So Kobe S equals 5 years older. 5 years older. 5 years older, which means 5 more than the brother's age. So when you add 5 to the brother's age, it will be what? Kobe's age. 5 more than the brother's age. You understand that? So when you add 5 years to the brother's age, it will be equal to Kobe's age. Now, this is the expression, sorry. This is the relationship, or that's the equation connecting what? Kobe's age to what? The brother's age. So now, they've given us that Kobe is what? 13 years. So 13 equals B plus 5. So how best can we solve that? We put like that. So I have 13 minus 5 equals B. So now, how best can we solve this one? 30 minus 5, you obtain B to equal to 8. So 8 plus 5, you obtain 30. So hence, his brother or his brother's age is 8 years, right? Which is option B for boy. Option B for boy. Thank you for subscribing to Master Tutorials. We see where mathematical literacy begins. We are done with our first 20 questions. See you in our next video. Share the video till it gets